Lewis Hamilton is sliding, struggling, and slipping down the order in a Ferrari that's supposed to be his redemption arc. The podiums, Leclerc's, the headlines, mostly brutal. And the optimism, already looking shaky just 5 races in. But behind those numbers is a mess of confusion, tension, and a driver caught between legacy and reality. What's going wrong at Ferrari? Why is Hamilton calling it horrible? And is this just the beginning of a painful chapter? Or a mistake he'll regret forever? Is the greatest driver of our era stuck in the wrong car at the wrong time? Quickly hit the like and subscribe button, and let's dive in. Lewis Hamilton didn't mince words after Saudi Arabia. He called his race horrible. 7th place might not sound like a disaster, but when your teammate's standing on the podium 31 seconds ahead of you, it sure feels like one. He wasn't fighting for position. He was fighting the car. Sliding through corners, struggling with understeer, and completely out of sync with the SF25. Hamilton sounded less like a 7-time champ and more like someone wondering what they'd gotten into. Even more worrying, he had no answers. No finger pointing, no specific complaints, just pure disconnect. That alien feeling he mentioned, it's real and it's making every race feel like a test session. The worst part? He sees no fix coming. And with Miami around the corner, this isn't just a blip. It might be the new normal. And if that wasn't enough, Ferrari's internal pressure is starting to boil. When Hamilton joked about needing a brain transplant to figure out the SF25, it wasn't just frustration. It was a warning shot. Reports say Ferrari's higher-ups aren't thrilled with his performances so far, and honestly, neither is he. You don't join Ferrari to get slapped around by your teammate every weekend. You join to win. But Leclerc's outclassed him in every Grand Prix, and Hamilton's slipping into old habits, radio complaints, head-scratching answers, and results that don't match his resume. Despite showing flashes of pace like his sprint win in China, he hasn't pieced together a complete weekend. Fred Vasseur's trying to keep things calm publicly, but let's be real. Ferrari didn't sign Lewis Hamilton to watch him trail rookie Kimi Antonelli in the standings. The bosses want results, and right now, they're not getting them. But even when Lewis isn't fast, he's still playing a crucial role for the team. While Hamilton struggled for grip and balance, he may have accidentally helped Ferrari lock in that 3rd-place podium. Lando Norris was charging hard in the McLaren, closing in on Leclerc, until he ran into Lewis. For a few crucial laps, Hamilton made Norris's life difficult, repassing him twice before finally giving up the spot. That slowed Norris down just enough to give Leclerc breathing room. Was it intentional? Probably not. But it worked. Hamilton's presence on track gave Leclerc the gap he needed. And in a race where the DRS train was lethal, that gap was golden. Leclerc later admitted he didn't expect to hold on to 3rd. Without Hamilton's delay tactics and Salm or his pit crew's rapid stop, it might have been P4. Maybe Leclerc should buy Lewis a drink. Unintentional hero or not, the stats don't lie. But in Lewis's world, being the unintentional helper isn't exactly the dream. Lewis is stuck in a situation where being 5 races deep in his dream moved to Ferrari, and he is still saying, "There wasn't 1 second I felt comfortable." That's where Hamilton's at. He's driving blind, metaphorically speaking. No grip, no feel, and no idea why it's happening.
Every lap, every time you're going around, you're trying to adapt to improve on that specific spot.
It's not like the SF25 is junk. Leclerc proved that it can fight at the front.
I don't know. Clearly the car is capable of being P3, so Charles did a great job today, so I can't blame him.
So why can't Lewis make it work? Martin Brundle doesn't buy the whole still learning the car angle. He's right. This isn't preseason anymore. If Ollie Behrman could jump into a Ferrari last year and look solid in 48 hours, what's going wrong with a 7-time champ? Hamilton's style demands a certain car feel, and this car isn't giving it. Setup, psychology, something's just not clicking. And when Hamilton doesn't trust the car under him, he doesn't attack like we know he can. But while Hamilton's floundering, Ferrari is quietly shifting its strengths. They're not winning, but Ferrari is starting to sting. 2 races in a row, they've scored more points than anyone. That's no fluke. Leclerc's long game strategy in Jeddah was textbook, clean air, tire life, and a perfect pit stop. The The SF25 isn't explosive over one lap, but in race trim, it's quietly closing in on Red Bull. Qualifying still hurts, sure, sector issues are costing them. But on Sundays, Leclerc with Ferrari seemed more efficient, sharp, and climbing. The real question is, can Hamilton find a way into that rhythm? Charles Leclerc looks like a man driving with intuition, smooth, smart, and confident. Meanwhile, Hamilton's racing like he's learning piano with oven mittens. Leclerc's comfortable taking long stints, managing tires, and attacking only when it counts. Exactly what he did against George Russell in Jeddah. That confidence comes from knowing how the car reacts lap to lap. Hamilton, he's reacting to the car instead of commanding it. The weird part? He's not that far off in the standings and only 16 points behind Leclerc. But the performances tell a different story. Leclerc is maximizing, Hamilton is managing damage. And the SF25, while flawed, clearly has enough in it to fight for consistent top fives. It's not a title winner yet, but it's not a disaster either. One's in rhythm, the other's still waiting for the beat to drop. Meanwhile, McLaren's stealing the spotlight altogether. While Ferrari's still figuring things out, McLaren's already gunning for the crown. Oscar Piastri's win in Jeddah wasn't a fluke. It was precision, power, and perfect strategy. He now leads the championship. Norris is right behind. And Verstappen, he's on the back foot. McLaren's development curve over the past year is scary, and it's putting pressure on everyone else, especially Ferrari, which came into this season thinking they'd be Red Bull's main challenger. Instead, they're struggling to even beat Mercedes on Saturdays. The title fight is shifting, fast, and Ferrari's window to catch up is closing. Even when Leclerc nails it, he's P3. And Hamilton, he's not even in the fight. If Ferrari can't close the qualifying gap soon, McLaren might run away with this. The constructors' standings aren't kind to the slow starters. And as this battle heats up, Hamilton's past starts casting a long shadow. New team, same struggles. In 2023, it was Russell. Now it's Leclerc. Hamilton's still chasing set-up answers, still off the pace, and still frustrated. The SF25 was meant to be his reset, but it's starting to feel like Mercedes' déjà vu in red. The clock's ticking and the questions are growing louder. Is this just a rough patch? Or the beginning of a slow, painful fade from the top? Ferrari's race day gains won't matter if qualifying continues to hold them back, and Hamilton can't afford to keep trailing. The team needs to unlock consistency, especially on Saturdays, or risk falling behind McLaren and Red Bull for good. So, Ferrari's race pace is climbing, Leclerc's delivering. But Hamilton? He's stuck, uncomfortable, disconnected, and searching for answers that never come. The grip's gone, the balance isn't there, and McLaren's charging while Ferrari risks falling behind. From sliding in Saudi to a team dynamic tipping off balance, Hamilton's debut season in red isn't a dream. It's a test. And right now, he's failing it. What do you think? Has Hamilton truly lost touch with the caution in the fight? Can Ferrari find the spark before the season becomes one long regret? If you want deeper race insights every week, make sure you're subscribed. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like and don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications. See you in the next video.